Hey guys, I'm back with another video. In case you didn't notice, this is the same setting as the video before this, and that is because I'm filming this all on the same day, and literally I just stopped filming the other one less than a minute ago. So, yes. So, like you saw in the other video if you watched it, and if you haven't, please do get that viewing up. So these are my black shoes. They're newer. I got these from the National Dance Academy, and they're actually a lot more flexible than my Capacios. And these are Jetstream by Black. So I'm really excited to use these. And there you go. There's the back of them. They got a really small tip of the box. I'm not sure how I feel about them yet. And then, where are my Capacios? There are my Capacios. So these are the Capaccio Cambry. I got these by the Pointe School of Pointe in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. So these ones are a lot harder, as I can't even bend them at all. But so those are 2-point shoes I use, and I'm actually going to show you guys how I sew my ribbons on. So I just got these in the mail today. They are the Elastic Ribbons by Black. I know it's ironic. I use Capacio ribbons for my black shoes, and I'm using black ribbons for my Capacio shoes. It's whatever. Ribbons are ribbons. I just wanted to really try out these new elastic ribbons. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to get my needle out. So I use a really large needle. Let me see if I can get this. So it's quite a large needle just because I don't want to fiddle around with getting all the stuff out and having a hard time putting the needle and thread together. So this is just string that I got from Walmart. It's probably bad focus, but whatever. You get the point. So I have my string here. I just do a random length. And as normal, I put the string through the needle. If you guys want to, please speed up because it's going to take me a little bit. Okay, now that I've got the needle on the thread, I like to knot it 3 times just to really secure that needle. And I have pre-cut all my ribbons, so what I just do for my ribbons, I don't measure them out or anything. I just fold them in half, cut them, and fold them in half again. So I did see a little bit of fraying, as you might be able to see a little bit with these. So I am going to go ahead and grab my lighter and just touch those up so they don't ever fray once I start dancing on them, because that is a royal pain. And if that does that when I'm dancing, then I usually redo the entire ribbons, and it's just unneeded hassle. So I'm just gonna do that. That's all you need. That's all you need. That's not even a lot of fire. If your parents don't let you use fire, like mine do, because they let me use it because it's a neon green lighter. It's my favorite color, so that's why I just had to get it. Anything that's neon green. Then have your parents do it. But my parents have watched me do this multiple times, so they know I'm not like sitting here smoking, doing bad stuff or whatever. So, yep, you can't even tell that I did anything to it. So that's just enough to do that. So I'm going to do that to the rest of the 3. And then we're going to start sewing. So let's do the other 3 real quick here. Okay, now that I have not 1, not 2, not 3, but all 4 of my ribbons now anti-frilled, I don't know what you call it, we're going to start sewing our point shoes. So what I like to do is I look at the insides and I see these and I like to go about maybe right there. So just a little bit back from where that is. So mine, since they're the Capezio Cambries, they have the really stretchy elastic inside, so they look like they're tiny, itty bitty, but really, it's a, sorry, really, that's a cat we're fostering. You know what, I know you're gonna play with my ribbons, so I'm just gonna put my ribbons up here. So, that's what we're dealing with. I like to have my shiny part out, and as you can see, it's elastic, made for comfort. I think I already threw the box away, so. And at the ends, what I do is I take this and I flip it over once. So, just once. And that's how I'm going to sew it, just so it has a little more stability and it doesn't slip. I do not use pins or anything. I freehand. So, yep, that's where I put my ribbons before. These are an old pair. So, that is where I'm going to be putting my ribbons. So, I already have the string on the needle, as we did that together. Ooh, dropped my ribbon. And I like to go through the inside of the point shoe first and then come back and do the knot there. And when I knot stuff, I do 6 knots. So, let's do that. And we place it back there. Check it. I like it. Then we're going to go through. There's the needle. I'm going to go all the way to the end. Now I'm going to go back through. Okay. Now, I have the end of my string here, and I'm just going to go under the string, like if you were to tie a shoe, your first step, and I'm going to pull it tight. So that's 1. Do it again. 2. 3. 4. 'Cut the edge of that one. 5. 6. Okay, so now that my elastic is actually secured on there, I'm going to go around and I'm going to do it as if it's a square when I sew. So I put the knot at the very bottom corner there. right in there. And I'm going to go this way, this way, this way, and then I'm going to come back around and then knot it off there. So let's do that. Sorry for the TV in the background. Okay, so I have done my little square, and I have secured it on there real nicely. And now I'm going to knot the end of the string off, and again with 6 loops. So 1, 2, 3. Oops, I dropped my needle. 4, 5, 6. So now that I've done that, I'm going to throw the needle behind me. It is still attached to the shoe, so don't worry. And then I'm going to grab my scissors, and I'm going to cut the excess string off. I'm going to grab my string back, set it to the side. So this is what the finished product looks like of one entire ribbon. I really like it. So then I'm going to go and do the other side with the other ribbon. And there's nothing that I changed whatsoever between the two. So I bend the ribbon just once, stick it in the same spot as I did to the other, and I check my spot by stretching it a little bit and making sure that I like my placement of my ribbons. If there's any adjustment that needs to be done, I do that now. I like that placement. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that needle, go through the bottom corner again. I continue to check if I like that placement. And I have gone all the way through because I was misguided with that thread. Okay. Now I'm going to make that 6 knots. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now that as a ribbon is attached to the shoe, I'm going to go through and do my square technique once again. Now that I'm back where I started, I do another 6 knots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now I cut the excess off. So now you have a point shoe. Or, well, I do. I don't know if you guys did it with me or not. And they're quite even on both sides. And now you can use them in your class, or you can just hang them up on the wall. Sometimes I do that. So this is what my point shoe looks like. Hopefully it looks sort of what yours looks like. And if not, then either you did it your own way and it worked, or it didn't. And it's just trial and error when you start doing your own point shoes. So I hope you guys liked this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, subscribe, and comment down below how you do your point shoes and if this video helped you. Thank you guys. Bye!